to some of you. This is a very special broadcast, and of course, we must pray. And prayer we must, this very evening and always going forward. And I will pray in the language of heaven, because Chukwukika Biama is in control of all that we have been doing and will continue to do until Biafra is restored and all the suffering indigenous populations in the damnable zoological republic are set free. Chineke na nke pụrụ ihe niile Chukwukika Biama onye na-efe na aja ha nsọ ya mma mgbe niile. Onye ọbụla na ya na-achị eluigwe n'ụwa na-agba akaebe ịhụnanya gị na ebere gị amara gị n'ọmịiko gị ebe ndị gị na-eze ebede ngọzi. Anyị wee na-etoghị agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro. Iwe nye anyị ndụ ala nke dị n'uwere n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-asị na ịja mma niile otu niile dịrị aha nsọ gị. Onye ọ bụ naanị aka ike niile na ọ gbadara aka ya. Anyị wee na-akpọku gị na-asị gị na nke ọma ma anyị ga-ekele gị nke ọjọọ ma anyị kelee gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, wee na-eto gị, wee na-asọpụrụ gị n'isi ụmụ gị niile bụ ndị ikwu ndị wee ezu oku mgbe a kpọrọ ha ka ha wee chekwaa ala nsọ gị bụ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na ihe n'ikwere anyị nkwa na o mekataghị ka ndị iro wee were ala nsọ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe. Agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro ma ndị na-agba mgbọgba ebe niile dị iche iche onye nwe m na Chineke nna n'ihere bụ nke ndị dị etu a n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-eto gị, wee na-asị onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile. Onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-azọpụta, onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na ọtụtụ na ịja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise ise ise.
Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're connected from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much, and remember, in this channel, we don't preach hate speech. We don't talk down on people. We set the record straight and make sure that the conventional media do not change the narrative. We set the record straight. Say it exactly the way you see it. If you see something, say something. You can do the same in your own area. Whatever you see, speak up about it. Don't be silent. Don't allow the conventional media to change the narrative. Share this video to all platforms. Share it to family and friends. Share it to your WhatsApp group so that people can see what is happening in a country from Nigeria and add their own opinion. You never can tell who will come across the video. That is why we have to continue to speak up. Today, we have to look into the corruption in that country from Nigeria, the insecurity and the failure in that country from Nigeria. It is so much and unimaginable. It is the lawlessness in that country called Nigeria has become so much. This is why Biafrans are asking out, Ududuans are asking out, the Middle Belters are asking out. How long shall we continue to indulge this wickedness? How long? How long shall we continue to indulge and empower this wickedness? You have seen that Nigeria has no plan for each citizen. Has no plan. Every now and again, you see it playing out, and yet some people foolishly, ignorantly, and wickedly continue to support their so-called one Nigeria. One Nigeria that doesn't know about you, that has no plan for you, has nothing to offer you. Yet you are talking about one Nigeria. Mainly those of us who are from the southern part of Nigeria. I do not see reason why a person from the southern part of Nigeria will be asking for one Nigeria. One Nigeria has made your own land so insecure. One Nigeria have destroyed your economy. One Nigeria have impoverished you. One Nigeria have made you to be second-class citizen. And yet you are talking about one Nigeria. It is so sad. A Nigeria that you know that has nothing to offer to you and I. A Nigeria that you know that there is nobody in that country that is patriotic to that very country called Nigeria. No. Including those who claim to be the unifiers of that very country called Nigeria. Somebody like Obasanjo. Obasanjo is not patriotic to Nigeria. Obasanjo is only serving himself. That is why each time he comes to make a speech, he will tell you about himself, Obasanjo. He will tell you that he has the power and he has the age. It's about him and about him alone, not about you. Obasanjo will always claim as people who unified Nigeria. You united Nigeria on the blood of the innocent. You killed 5 million Biafrans. You are part of it. You killed members of OPC. Innocent people in OPC. You kill people in UD for no just cause. But today, you are making case for bandits. Today, Obasanjo is speaking lightly, standing on the same platform with Sultan of Sokoto and Gumi, speaking on behalf of the bandits. He couldn't even call them bandits. He called them those northern boys. He called them northern boys. He couldn't call them bandits, let alone calling them terrorists. But this is a man who unleashed all power against OPC to kill members of OPC. Who went to UD and killed people in UD. People who were asking for their legitimate right. And today, that same man will come shamelessly and begin to talk down on people. Begin to claim to provide a solution. A solution that he doesn't have. They will come and tell you that we want a Nigeria where there will be justice and equity. Where are you going to find a Nigeria with justice and equity? Where in the planet Earth? Where? What is the plan? Where have you ever seen them making a plan to have a Nigeria where there will be equity? There cannot be such Nigeria. Nigeria brought a war to the Biafrans. They fought with the Biafrans for 3 good years. And at the end of the day, they said there's no victor, no vanquish. They told us that they are going to have the 3R. The rehabilitation, the reconstruction, and the renovation of rehabilitation of Biafrans. Did it happen? It never happened. It never happened. The 3R never happened anywhere. There was no reconstruction. It was the Biafrans that reconstructed their own region. There was no rehabilitation. It was Biafrans that rehabilitated themselves. There was no reintegration. It was the Biafrans that reintegrated themselves into Nigeria. But yet, they are not accepted. Up till now, as I'm speaking to you, the reconstruction that we did, they are destroying their military. They are bombing our homes and setting our homes on fire. Destroying everything that we have reconstructed. Talk about rehabilitation. We rehabilitated ourselves. And today, they are bringing more trauma to Nigeria, to Biafra. They are bringing more trauma to Biafrans, sending checkpoints in every inch in Biafra land. Every 1 kilometer in Biafra land, you see a checkpoint. Even in the celebrating period, you see checkpoints and nobody's talking about it. More trauma. More trauma. Reintegration. We reintegrated ourselves in that country called Nigeria. That is why you find Biafrans in every part of Nigeria. In every part of Nigeria, Biafrans are still there, establishing themselves, buying properties and paying their tax. We did that in reintegration, yet they are not satisfied about it today. They are burning our businesses, destroying our businesses, destroying our homes, because they do not want the Biafrans in their region. They don't want Biafrans. They don't want that reintegration. They don't want it. And yet, somebody will begin to tell me that he wants a Nigeria where there will be equity. Where are you going to find such Nigeria? Where? Where will you find such Nigeria? Where will you find such Nigeria? It is so sad that even the people who are superheading this evil are even people from the southern part, including Biafrans themselves. There are some Biafrans that are supporting this evil simply because of their selfish interests or because of the hatred they have for one person or the other. How can a Biafran man come out and say there is no intimidation against the Biafrans in that country called Nigeria? How can a Biafran man be saying that? But you see Biafrans saying that. You see Biafrans making a case and saying that Biafrans are not marginalized, including Biafrans who are in critical posts. Governors will be telling you that Biafrans are not marginalized. Ministers will be telling you that Biafrans are not marginalized. Lawmakers will tell you that Biafrans are not marginalized. Biafran people. That is how damaged their brain is. That is why each time I tell you that Biafrans do not have any representation in the country of Nigeria, people think it's a joke. It is not a joke, it is real. Biafrans don't have any representation in the country of Nigeria. No representation. And the country of Nigeria is a lawless country. A lawless country that they have made every single human being lawless. People fend for themselves. People do everything possible to put food on their table, including fraud. They support evil to put food on their table, and the government supports that. The government have left the people on their own to do everything they can to be able to feed themselves. They indulge in fraud. They indulge in killing. All manner of things. The country is so lawless that even from Asarok, they are lawless. When you give a court order, they disobey it. You see what is happening in the case of mazi Nnamdi Kanu. mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has not committed any crime, you kidnap him from Kenya and send him to Nigeria through extraordinary rendition to try him in court has become a problem. what they are doing is adjournment and adjournment from one adjournment to the other. For good 6 months, they have not sit down to talk about, argue the case of mazi Nnamdi Kanu. For 6 good months, there has never been any argument about the case of mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They have not. All we have is adjournment and adjournment. And they are torturing him in DSS. Even when their court have told them to stop torturing mazi Nnamdi Kanu and give him all his rights, they have refused it. That is the country you want to be part of. That is the country you want to be part of. Look at what is happening in the southeastern part of Nigeria. In Imo State, to be precise. Imo State has become so lawless that people do no longer know what is law. You see what is happening. You see the kidnap that is happening in Imo State. The kidnap that is happening in Imo State is being organized by Hope Uzodinma himself, by the governor himself. He organized kidnap. Had he went and displayed the place he has been dumping people he has killed, he displayed it and blamed it on the kidnappers. His own kidnappers that he has equipped with weapons. The kidnappers in Imo State are sponsored by the state governor, Hope Uzodinma. It is not a joke. You have seen him sample us the way he used to do it in the kidnapping of Uchemosu. Even though Uchemosu and Rochas are part of the evil, these are their game. Let them enjoy it. I don't have any pity for Uchemosu or Hope Uzodinma or whatever. I don't have any pity for them. They are birds of the same feather. Bunch of lawless people. Bunch of lawless people. Hope Uzodinma, if we want to kidnap your fellow lawless person, you want to arrest him, why don't you send a warrant of arrest? Send a warrant of arrest. They will go and arrest him normally. Even if you know his house, you know his offices, why do you go to the church to arrest him? Why do you have to go to the church? If you must go to the church, why don't you take him lawfully without even shooting a gun? Why do you have to go there like a bandit? So there is no longer a system where you can invite somebody to come to the court or invite somebody to come to the police to answer. There's no such invitation anymore. Even if when you invite the person, he doesn't come, you don't know his home to go and arrest him. Go to his home. He has a house in Imo State. Go to his house, show him the warrant of arrest, and take him. Why must you ambush him along the road in the church? I am not saying this because I'm having pity at Uchemosu, because they are the same. But this is to show you how lawless the contraption called Nigeria have become. Mainly the southeastern region. All those people who call themselves politicians in the southeastern region, bunch of lawless people who have borrowed the idea and lifestyle of the janjaweed. The lawless lifestyle of the janjaweed, that is what they are playing in Imo State today. You see the way they went in. Just the way Hope Uzodinma is doing his kidnappers. When you are hearing about kidnapping in Imo State, killing in Imo State, it is Hope Uzodinma and this same group that he is using against his fellow fraudster. This same group, they are the group he is using to kill innocent people. He dug a grave where he is dumping them, and he displayed it to the world. He is telling us about kidnappers. The only kidnappers we have seen on video and on picture and even on writing are members of DSS who are being employed by Hope Uzodinma, sponsored by the federal government and Hope Uzodinma. It is not a mere hearsay. It is not a propaganda. This is what is happening. It is going on. You see them in action all the time. You see them in action. You see them. They are the people you call the unknown gunmen. The unknown gunmen we know are members of DSS. They have been identified in this very case of Uchemosu. And what did they do? They turn around and claim responsibility. They wanted to kidnap him and kill him. But when they saw that people have captured their plate number, they have captured those who have caught, and they know people who are caught, they identify them, then they decided to change the story and say that they came from the command. How can police command have become so cheap? They have become so cowardly that they cannot be able to carry a warrant of arrest, go to Uchemosu's house and arrest him. Why? This is how lawless the country has become. Every of those politicians you see have their own gang. They have their own gang. Even Uchemosu has his own gang. He has his own police, so supposedly government police, federal government police who were guiding him when these people came to abduct him. Federal government police who were supposed to protect him are still there. They were there. You saw his in-law ranting, ranting and talking all manner of rubbish. They are the same people doing the same thing, even during his own tenure. That was what he was doing, terrorizing every other person. A lawless country. Police do not have independence. Military do not have independence. Judiciary has no independence. All of them are serving the purpose of the janjaweed in Nassau Rock. The presidency. As long as you can be able to play to the role of the presidency, as long as you can abide to the rule and regulation of the janjaweed, they will give you all force to oppress your people, intimidate your people, kill as many people as you can kill. Nobody's going to hold you responsible. You see the kind of killing that's happening in Imo State today. Hope Uzodinma taking the life of the innocent people on a daily basis. He doesn't hide it. He even come to national television to boast about it, that he's going to bomb an area, and he did it. Set homes on fire, kill innocent people for no just cause. And you are still watching. That doomsday that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have talked about is here. Prepare yourself. As we are going into 2022, it is not going to be business as usual. Prepare yourself for what is about to come. As they are moving into their election, prepare yourself for what is about to come. Terrible days are ahead. This is the time you wish that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is with us. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is with you and I today, what is happening in Imo State will not happen. It will never ever happen. It is sad that people who are supposed to take over Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have sold out. They are the people who have betrayed the struggle, betrayed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they are standing against everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu represents. Those people who are supposed to be fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I heard that most of them are in Nigeria enjoying themselves today, including the members of DOS, the leader of DOS, the HOD, Chike Doziem. I learned he's in Nigeria enjoying himself, flexing. Did you hear that he was arrested? Of course, he won't be arrested. China Sanworu, did you hear he was arrested? Of course, he will be arrested. They are in Nigeria enjoying the money they have stolen. They have sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and still selling him. They are going on their negotiation on how to destroy ESN and destroy the Biafra struggle. But Chukwu Okike Abiama will disappoint them. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to come out when they don't believe it, when they don't expect it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to come out the way no man can comprehend. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tell you that the Biafra is going to be the last miracle on planet Earth, you think it's a joke. You are going to see that miracle before your own very eyes. It's going to happen very, very soon. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they do. We will continue to listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and continue to follow him diligently. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have left enough message for us to listen to and know what he wants to do and what we should do. He has left enough message for us so that we cannot be distracted. Anybody who is telling you that he doesn't know what to do or where to follow is just deceiving him or herself. That is why I urge people to continue to listen to old messages of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There are a lot of secrets hidden in it. It will lead you to the path of truth, the path of safety, and the path of security. Continue to listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why I will play another message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for we to listen and hear him out. Let us hear from our leader, His Excellency Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Not at all. I don't complain because I take as much as I give, so I don't complain. People are entitled to the opinion, and I don't expect everybody to agree with me all the time. It is impossible. These people, because we stood up to them, because IPOP said enough is enough, because we formed Eastern Security Network to safeguard our land, our forest and our bushes and our farmlands for our people to go and farm, because we said to Fulani, you cannot conquer this land of the ancients. That is the only crime we committed. That is the only crime we committed. They went overboard. We are going to speak in the language you will understand. But Boko Haram, ISIS in West Africa, Ansaru, Miet Yala, Fulani foreign bandits, Fulani local bandits, Fulani terrorists in general, Al-Qaeda in the Maghreb. These are all terror franchise run by Fulani people in Nigeria. That is a fact. It is not hate speech. It is a fact. These people in Nassau Rock never spoke the language that Boko Haram understood. They never spoke the language that Fulani headsmen, the same people. What I find astonishing is that these people, they will ignore the timber, the tree in their own eyes, and they'll be looking for a tiny speck of dust in your own. I want to ask Fulani Janjaweed, have you dealt with Boko Haram in their own language? Did you go to the north massacring people, abducting people, killing them, basically committing genocide in broad daylight as you're doing right now in the east? The answer is no. Throughout the years of Fulani rampage through the Middle Belt, have you ever read the riot acts to them? The answer is no. But the whole world, what I find astonishing is the hypocrisy of man. BBC, Twitter, Facebook, all the rest of them, New York Post, everybody, Sky News. All of you are witnesses to this march of the Janjaweed across from the Sahel into the Middle Belt part of Nigeria, killing, slaughtering, and maiming people. All of you are aware. Nobody will ever say to Garba Shehu, why did you not read riot acts to Boko Haram, to Fulani, your fellow Miet Yala, that you gave 100 billion to? Why didn't you read it to them? He read a riot act to IPOB. He read, can't you, the president has spoken. And when I say it, sometimes people take offense, but it is a fact of life that there is something fundamentally wrong with us. I've said this many times because I know that the owners of Twitter, they are listening to my broadcast this evening via that very platform. I want them to understand that I am also self-critical. We are our own worst enemies because of the way we reason, because of the way we think. And that is why black people are at the bottom of the pile all over the world, wherever you go to, because of how we reason. The same person trying to address the issue of insecurity in the East in the language that will understand, failed to address his own people in the language they themselves will understand. Now, I believe that you're following what I'm saying. Please pay very close attention. When it comes to Biafrans, the Easterners, to Igbo people in particular, there is this great understanding, there is this unity of purpose that an Igbo man should be hated and killed if need be. It didn't start today. It started all the way back in 1945. And as most scholars and commentators have noted over the years, anywhere you go and you find hardworking people, people who are blessed by God, they attract envy. The only reason why those idiots like Garoba Shehu will be mouthing all their rubbish and saying, oh, we are going to speak the language they understand, is because of their natural hatred for Biafran people. Is there anywhere in the world, even the Armenian massacre has been recognized by the US Congress as being a genocide worthy of note? We lost 5 million people. Some of you don't even ask yourself questions sometimes. How come Biafrans lost 5 million people yet nobody's talking about it? It's because of that palpable hatred all across the board for no reason. These are the demons that we are fighting on a daily basis. Now you want to teach Biafrans a lesson or speak to them in the language they will understand, which is the language of genocide. That was the reason why the tweet purportedly made by Buhari was taken down by Twitter. But let us just go back a little bit and at least put on our thinking cap this very evening, morning, night, depending on where you are, and ask ourselves a very simple question. Who brought insecurity into Nigeria? Bandits killed 91 people. By bandits, I mean these are Fulani people. Fulani terrorists killed 91 people in a place called Danko, Wasagu, local government area of Kebbi State. And I want you to listen very carefully to what I have to say. I want all the people listening all over the world to pay attention to what I have to say. The same people threatening to go and unleash genocide and mayhem in the East, in their own backyard, their own people, those referred to as legitimate stakeholders in the government, or should I say the governance of Nigeria, Miyetiala, we are busy slaughtering 91 people in Kebbi State. Now it doesn't stop there. Who are those they are killing, you may ask? Is it not the North? Kebbi State is mainly populated by Hausa people. The Fulani people are killing Hausa people in Kebbi State. They are killing the Lerma people. They are killing the Busawa people. They are killing the Dukawa people. They are killing the Dakakari people. They are killing the Kambari people. They are killing the Gungawa people. They are killing the Kamuku ethnic nationality in Kebbi. Are you listening to me? Later on, I will tell you why they are obsessed with dividing us. Southeast, South, Niger Delta, Igbo, and other rubbish. Because in the North, I'm telling you the truth, they are not one. Forget all the rubbish, because what the Fulanis did very cleverly was to emasculate the political, economic, and social space within Nigeria. All the, should I say, media outlets in the North only have one agenda: to throw out the Fulani narrative on a daily basis. Daily Trust, Premium Times, NTA, Channels Television, to an extent AIT. They are using Punch newspaper. Intermittently, they will use Vanguard. They will use Nation newspaper as they will. Now and again. In Kebbi State, as they are busy telling you about Southeast and South, Niger Delta and Igbo, Delta is not even other rubbish. I want to tell you that in one single state in the North, the Fulani is a minority. And in that place that the Fulani people are a minority, they have gone on and killed 91 Hausa people. Are you following what I'm telling you? They have killed 91 Hausa people. You will not hear anybody ever. If it is anywhere else, they'll say, oh, they're killing Fulani. What is happening to Fulani? But Fulani went into Kebbi State, which doesn't belong to them, and killed 91 Hausa people. This happened 2 days ago. No, in fact, basically on Saturday, very early morning on Saturday, it happened yesterday, to be honest, the 5th of June. The police command in Kebbi State on Saturday confirmed that bandits, they don't want them to be called terrorists, because once they're called terrorists, you know, Boko Haram, ISIS in West Africa, Al-Qaeda in the Maghreb comes to mind, and Saru and Miyetiala will come to mind. So you know what the government of Nigeria did through Lai Mohammed, their Minister of Information? They said to media houses, do not call them Fulani terrorists anymore, just call them bandits. So that way the eyes of the people and the attention of the world will be deviated or deflected away from the real identity of these murderers and killers. It's a very simple strategy. Maybe it was Britain that advised them to do that. Maybe it's Katrina Lang that advised them to do that. I am telling the whole world only yesterday, as they were shouting about Southeast insecurity, we are going to kill, we'll bring in the army, we'll land aeroplane, we'll bomb everybody. In their own backyard, this same government is aiding and abetting the Fulani slaughter of Hausa people. It's here now, it's not very clear. Bandits kill 91 people in Danko, Wasagulo, confirmed by the police. And who confirmed it? The public relations officer, the PRO. His name is DSP Nafiu Abubakar. He confirmed the figures and said all the victims were killed in 8 different communities in the local government area. He said 8 different communities. These are Fulani people killing Hausa people. Telling you the Hausa Fulani. That is why I keep wondering, I keep asking Nigerians all the time, what is in your brain? What sort of substance is in your brain? Is it the white matter that God created, or is it something else that is there? As they have now corralled all the media houses in the zoo to focus on the East, Fulani are busy killing Hausa people. They'll come out and they'll say, oh, we are Hausa Fulani, but behind closed doors, they are slaughtering Hausa people. It is here now. Go and ask the DSP Nafiu Abubakar of Kebbi State. He is the public relations officer of the police in Kebbi State. He confirmed it. According to him, the command has so far recovered 88 bodies and dispatched a detachment of operatives to maintain law and order in the affected communities. There is no bombardment. Like all? No, not at all. Because they are all the Fulani, they know what they're doing. There is no bombardment. There is no shoot at sight order. There is no abduction of young men with tattoos on their body. No rape of women. No, not at all. This is in a state where 88 Hausa people were slaughtered by Fulani terrorists. Now tell me why any decent person would want to belong to such a country. I'm asking a very simple question. When Lai Mohammed complains about IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, this Biafra agitation, tell me why any sensible person would not agitate to be free in a country where 91 people were slaughtered and there was no mention of it by the government. What is of concern to them is a INEC building. That is what is of concern to them. Are you following me? Are you following what I'm saying? I hope people are following what I'm saying sequentially. A country where 91 people were slaughtered only yesterday, their concern is the East. Do you see how they roll? Because Fulani has an agenda. The agenda is to conquer all of you. But some of us are so foolish and so idiotic, we don't understand what their game plan is. If they do not have it in mind to conquer all of you, how come something as massive as the slaughter of 91 people did not elicit any comment from the so-called presidency? Tell me in which country anywhere in the world that such idiocy obtains. Only in Nigeria. When I say it, they say his insightful tweet, he's inciting violence, and you are the ones committing violence. Fulani, you are the ones that killed 91 Hausa people in Kebbi State. You got me massaging them, say, oh, we are Hausa Fulani, but you're killing them. 88 bodies were recovered. Now, let me tell you that all the people that I mentioned earlier were being killed. The killings took place in Koro, Kimpi, Gaya, Dimi, Zetu, Rafingora, Igwenge villages, and in all Danko Wasagu local government area of Kebbi State. Are you following me? Now, the question that Twitter, I'm sure you people are listening to me this evening. The question you need to ask Lai Mohammed is this. Who killed those people in Kebbi State? What is their identity? Because time anything happens in the East, is ESN, IPOB, ESN. You even find the Yoruba newspapers. Without any investigation, they will say it's IPOB, ESN, IPOB, ESN. I want to ask Yoruba media, Yoruba journalists, you evil people, have you ever wondered or asked yourselves the people behind the slaughter of the innocent in Kebbi State? Why couldn't you say it's Mietiala? The way you quickly say it's IPOB, it's ESN. It is that hatred. It is in your bone marrow. You cannot get rid of it. I am not talking about the freedom fighters we have in Yoruba land. I am talking about their journalists. Journalism from Yoruba land is pure venom, designed to paralyze your thinking faculties and to render you useless. By the time they are done with you, Fulani will just walk you over. I want to ask Yoruba newspapers, how come you are saying it is bandits that kill people in Kebbi State, whereas anything that happens in the East is ESN, IPOB? Why? Do you see why I hate Nigeria? Do you see why I agitate for Biafra? Because you hate me for no reason, for speaking the truth. That is the only, you hate me for no reason. Then why should I not seek a country of my own? Given the level of hatred you have towards us. Daily Trust newspaper will be somewhere in Kaduna. Something will happen maybe in Okigwe, and he will write it is IPOB ESN. He has never been to Okigwe before. I want the world to listen to what I'm saying, to understand the level of hatred directed towards Igbo Biafrans especially. To all Biafrans anyway. The other ones, they are treating them as if they are normal, but of course they are not. Fulani killed Hausa people. The same newspaper is writing Hausa Fulani. Hausa Fulani. I want to ask the whole world tonight, who are the people responsible for the killing of 91 Hausa people in Kebbi State? The answer is Fulani. And they know, but they are terrified to write the truth. They are terrified to speak the truth. That is why I cannot be in the same country with you people. You people are evil. You are evil. You see evil and you support it. You keep your mouth shut. You want Tinubu to be president. And you are paying dearly for these mistakes you're making. As we proceed, I am going to bring to the attention of the world the damage that Yoruba journalism has done to Yoruba people. I will prove it tonight. On this noble platform, what we preach is the truth. You may not like it, but if you go back and reflect upon everything that I say, you will come to the realization that it is the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. You may not like the way I deliver it. I give you that. I'm not too bothered about it. But ask yourself this question. Is Nnamdi Kanu speaking the truth? This evening, am I preaching the truth or not? Why is it anytime something happens without proper investigation, it is IPOB or ESN? But only yesterday, all of you in the zoo called Nigeria, you reported the massacre that took place in Kebbi State. My simple question tonight is to Punch newspaper, to Nation newspaper, to Vanguard, all the rest of you that are basically trotting out the Fulani narrative every blessed day. I want to ask a simple question. Who are the perpetrators of that heinous crime in Kebbi State? Once you answer it truthfully, you will now understand why I am pursuing a sovereign state of Biafra.
After hearing from our Nnamdi Kanu, I must tell you, each time I listen to his voice, I am energized and I feel stronger. And I would like you to continue to listen to me also. Try as much as you can to listen to radio, listen to the voice of mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He has a lot of broadcasts he has made in the radio. A lot of broadcasts, both audio broadcasts and video broadcasts. Each time you listen to that broadcast from beginning to end, you will get a new message and you'll be energized and you know where to go. Thank you so much for watching wherever you're watching from. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide and protect our supreme leader, mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to secure him, continue to lead him, continue to give him good health, and continue to give him more revelation so that he will continue to speak for us from where he is. And we will continue to listen. And very soon, Biafra will definitely come. They will kill us. We will kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra is here with you. Thank you so much for watching, and remember this. Bye-bye. See you again on the next video.